Very excited tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we got, just coming up in just a few minutes, I hold in my hot little hand the card for one of my favorite artists, Billy Joel, will be out here in just one moment. You name any Billy Joel song, I bet I could sing it. Somebody over there shout out a Billy Joel song. What? And we're living here in Allentown.
Hey.
Sing us a song. You're the piano man. Something else.
Longest time.
Stranger.
Oh, you're gonna be a big shot, did ya? You had to prove it to the crowd. What? Uptown Girl. That's actually an easy one. That's a pretty easy one. I'm being told that we don't have time for this. All right. Folks, if you watch the show, you know I spend most of my time over there in the news workshop, selecting only the finest hand-painted Vitello news leather, which I shaped to the most topical story last, then hand-stitched the upper onto an elegantly hidden shank with double welt and Goodyear construction to create for you the timelessly elegant, bespoke Bordeaux Paolo Scafora single monk-strap shoe that is my monologue. But sometimes, folks, while hiding in a ravine from the Crips who stripped me naked after catching me throwing craps with loaded dice, I lash some loose shingles to my feet using strips of discarded bicycle tire and sprint for the hills wearing the fugitive boggers clogs of news that are my segment. That right there, this is my sanctuary, this is my shelter. Meanwhile, if you're currently hungry, I can change that. Because as part of an eco-friendly initiative, scientists have grown a meaty rice hybrid food, which is also the new slogan for Taco Bell. Just how meaty is it, you ask? I don't want to tempt you too much, but the porous grains are packed with beef muscle and fat cells grown in the lab, then coated in fish gelatin. Just like the fish gelatin-coated synthetic beef muscle and fat cells Nana used to cultivate. Meanwhile, in a headline that just gets worse with every word, police say a Connecticut pastor was dealing meth in exchange for watching couples have sex. It's always so awkward when you show up to a new church and realize you recognize the pastor. Hey, honey, wasn't this the guy who watched it have sex? Great sermon. Fantastic meth. The police report notes that the sex for meth operation was revealed after he was arrested, when police noticed that the man was operating his vehicle with a suspended registration and failed to maintain the insurance requirements. It must really rock your faith when you find out that your pastor who trades meth for watching sex is some deviant who drives around with inadequate insurance. Meanwhile, here in New York State, a man was sentenced after he was caught at the border with pythons in his pants. Authorities say they became suspicious when he checked yes on the customs form where it asks, "Is that a python in your pants, or are you just happy to enter the U.S.?" Meanwhile, the actor who plays Emperor Palpatine in the Star Wars movies was recently asked about whether he procreated to produce Rey Skywalker, and Ian McDiarmid said he is open to the idea of Palpatine having sex. And I'm being told we actually have that footage.
I can't hold on any longer.
That's a beautiful, natural thing. You made it ugly up here. Meanwhile, in medieval feline disease news, experts say a cat in Oregon gave bubonic plague to its owner, adding that cats are known to be especially vulnerable to plague. Yes, it's a real mystery. I don't understand how these cats are spreading disease. They spend all day walking around in a box of their own poop and licking their buttholes. What are we missing? That cat looks like he can't wait for you to die. Meanwhile, scientists are resorting to once unthinkable solutions to cool the planet, like dumping chemicals in the ocean, spraying salt water into clouds, and injecting reflective particles into the sky. It's all published in the New England Journal of Screw It, we're just throwing stuff at the wall. What happens if we blow up the moon? Meanwhile, in publishing news, Josh Brolin wrote a bunch of poems for a behind-the-scenes Dune book, including one about Timothée Chalamet's cheekbones. It includes these lines: "Your face is etched by adolescence. Your cheekbones jump toward what are youth-laden eyes that slide down a prominent nose and onto lips of a certain poetry. That is absolutely beautiful, Josh. Bravo. Timothy Chalamet responded with a poem of his own. Roses are red, violets are blue. I'm gonna call HR on you. We'll be right back with Billy Joel.